Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rikkles Tips on Nox Archaist. And this time it's about how to improve your mid game. And let's start the game. What we're doing today is a bit different than the other tips, which were, although very practical, the setting was, I would say, artificial. In this case, I requested from one of the players of Nox Archaeus today on Discord channel called Gregory, his game, and he's about level 5, so he's right in the mid game section. And what I'm going to do right now is look at his game. I haven't seen it. Take a look at it and see what I can do to improve it, to improve his potential and to accelerate his development of the mid game. So let's start and see what we are doing, what is happening right now. Let's see. All right, there we go. And let's continue his game and probably slot 1, I don't know. He hasn't told me which slots he's been playing. All right, so he's got a big ship, a frigate, that's very cool. He's somewhere. And let's see what the composition of his team is. So we press tab. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. He's got, it seems like one magician only, Nox Acros, and Fractus, Bridget, Fira, Blade, and Cat. So if he's been playing the normal way, Fractus, I don't know, this is his character. Bridget, you can kind of play her any which way you want because you get her very early on and she's still level 1 and you can mold her into whatever you want. So we'll take a look at what she is. Fira in general is a ranger, but I don't like her much, and many players don't like her much because she's kind of weak. I mean, she's a nice girl and everything, and I hear she and Blade had something, but I don't know if it's still going on. Anyway, Fira's here. And Blade, of course, is here. Blade is a very, very, very dangerous person. Let's take a look now. And Cat, by the way, why is Cat in the back? Well, it looks like Gregory found a technique that we will be discussing soon. So let's take a look some more and see what we've got. We've got Fractus. Fractus is a good male dwarf, level 5. Well, status good. He might be really evil, but there's nothing about evil or good people in this game, which is something I really like because most people are neither very good or very bad, except in certain conditions. Well, I mean, it depends. Anyway, so what else you got? He's got a claymore, he's got a small tower, shield, strength, and he's a full strength guy. Okay, so that's a big fighter. In fact, that's not a fighter. A claymore, that's a fighter, I would say, fighter barbarian. So his skills, important, very important. Melee is pretty high, that's good. So he's been fighting a lot. Range sucks, normally, obviously. Critical hit is nothing to talk to mommy about. Dodge parry is useless for him because he's full of armor and his lockpicking is irrelevant. Okay, so let's go back now to his equipment. Equipment is pretty strong. Protection ring is good, but it's +3. He could be getting some more protection rings, and that's something we are going to do in this game. Protection rings are super valuable, and I'll show you how to get them. Small tower shield, blah, blah, blah. Everything looks decent. Okay. Combat stats, modifier damage, average. Well, you know, mid-game stuff. Armor rating, good. Everything mid-game. Not bad. Okay, so then next one is Bridget. Bridget is, well, female. Good status, race human, okay, the usual. And he turned her into rogue with dual wielding +1 bronze daggers. That's good. Rogue can be exceedingly dangerous in the right situation, but in this case, she has to be very close up, and she has to be kind of backstabbing and engaging enemies that are already engaged with another character. So anyway, by the way, the XP is 3913. out of 7,000, so he's barely at level 5 um, situation. Let's see, Fractus 3915. Okay, so Bridget and Fractus are exactly the same. So, well, except for the 2 XP, I guess he killed the rat, sorry, in the ship, and then right away got Bridget. Pretty cool. So next, what we're going to do is ready equipment. Thief cloak +5, very good. Thief necklace +5, very good. So there's not much you can do right now with a +5 on a level 5 equipment. So nothing to do here. Protection ring +3 can be better. Okay. Next, combat stats, very good. Nothing to see here. Okay, good. Skills now. Melee is good. Critical hit, decent. Dodge parry, decent. Lock picking, pretty good. Well, it's almost irrelevant. I don't really care much about lockpicking because when you have very high dodge parry, you can miss on lockpicking and not really get hurt. And blocks are very cheap. Lockpicks are very cheap. Sorry. So next one is Fira. Hello, Fira. Who are you? Good female elf. Obviously with an XP of close to 4,000. With a strength of 20, dexterity of 44. Okay, definitely a ranger. +1 crossbow, nice. Thief cloak +4, protection ring +3, thief nexus +4. I don't think you can do much about that. Now, here's the thing. This is not my game, and the idea here is not to mold this game into something, this party into a party I would be using. The goal of this is to say, we've got a party, whatever the composition of the party, and we're going to improve that party a little bit or a lot, um, keeping in mind that we're not going to change the way that party is played. So in this case, we've got right now one fighter, one rogue, one ranger. The next one is Blade. Now, Blade is generally a rogue, and obviously Blade is another rogue. Okay, so we've got two damage dealers, but dangerously weak. I wouldn't say weak, but damage dealers who cannot take in a lot of damage. So you got to be very careful. Protection ring +2 is pretty weak. The rest is strong for that character. And in fact, let's see, combat damage, modified damage, everything's good. And skills, let's see, melee 57, critical hit 46, dodge parry 51. Slightly better than Bridget, which is interesting. Lockpicking weak, so it's Bridget is the lockpicker of the team. Good. Let's see now. Noxacros, obviously a magician with a poison staff. A poison staff is a level 4 staff, not a level 5. The level 5 staff is if I remember correctly, the ice staff. So that can be certainly improved. I forgot about the others, but that's certainly can be improved indeed. Mage Cloak +4 also can be improved. Protection Ring can be improved. The rest is normal stuff. Combat stat, okay, there we go. That's very important. Skills melee, who cares? Range is pretty high, so he's been fighting a lot with his staff. And his dodge parry skill is almost abysmal. And that is very, very bad. It means that Noxacros will be killed very, very easily. And we've got to fix that right away. Finally, cat. So that's a very weird composition. You now have a fighter with huge amount of strength, wearing, and watch this, 2 shields, literally 2 shields in the back row. So the idea here that Gregory is using, the strategy that Gregory probably pioneered with one or two others, is that they realized that many fights, when you have enemies that are ranged enemies or ranged magicians, they will attack more often the last person in the party, thinking that person is a magician and an extremely dangerous one at that. So in this case here, we've got somebody who's not dangerous at all, in fact, but it's just going to soak in all the attacks with her massive amounts of armor. Well, her weight is 51, so she could be using more armor because she's got 5 more points to put in armor. Let's see what she's wearing: plate helm, scale breastplate, plate sabaton, plate gauntlets, and a protection ring. So he's got large heater suit, small tower shield. Combat stats: armor rating 129, resist magic 24. Resist magic is pretty weak, although she's got a protection ring +5. You can't do much more about that. And melee skills of 56. Well, she used to fight, but now she's not doing anything anymore. And let's see here. So she's wearing those kind of things. So let's go look at weapons. She doesn't need weapons, but first, let's see. She's using the max stuff she can use. Let's see, boots. Yeah, or 50 because the plate sabatons are better. And basically, she's wearing the best equipment she can wear right now. Let's see. Okay, so we know what we've got here, and it is now time to play. Where are we? Let's go south, but first let's kill that thing because we really don't like it. Now, I'm going to play in an accelerated fashion. I want to play at a 2 or 3x speed because it's just, for me, it's just much better. It flows a lot better. I'm playing on Apple Win, as you might have noticed. So this thing does not want to. Come on, fire left. Come on. All right. So we got a fight. We got ourselves a fight. All right. The music is a little bit quick. Let's change the sound and reduce it a little bit too high. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is to use the cannons. There we go. This guy here, this guy there, and this guy there. And Atreus is going to fire his cannon. Fire her cannon. Boom. Okay, you know what? The sound is a bit too low now. Let's see, speaker sound. A bit higher. Okay, do nothing. There we go. Okay, we win. This was a tiny fight. Now I think there's a pirate ship right here. Oh wait, pirate ship is dead. Okay, so let's save here. At least we've cleared out. Okay, these guys are a joke because they don't have any range attacks, so you can do whatever you want with them. Now let's see one thing. Here's one trick. So the ranged people, we're going to use them to attack these sharks, and let's try to attack them in the weakest possible fashion, so that the fight lasts as long as possible, and their ranged skill increases dramatically and for free. So let's see now. Fractus doesn't need range, so Fractus is not using range, so let's not use this guy. Bridget neither. No, so he's got Fira. Now let's see if Fira right now has a range skill of 60, which is nice, and her modified damage is 73. So let's write this down. Range is 73 for Fira. And her skill is in range is 60. Okay, so let's find out what's the weakest possible weapon he's got. I'm hoping he's got a very, very weak weapon. Okay, short bow, very good. So Fira is now going to use a short bow. And Nox Atreus is, let's not use Nox Atreus right now. Oh, by the way, there's an ice staff. Why is Nox Atreus still using the poison staff? That's not good. So there's an ice staff. So Nox Atreus should be using the ice staff. Oh, wait a minute. Intelligence is too low. Oh, interesting. Oh, no. The ice staff is a level 6. I'm sorry. So The ice staff is level 6, and the fire staff is level 5. I'm sorry, fire staff is level 5. Let's see if you've got a fire staff here. No, there's no fire staff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is to just use Farah. So what we do is we press Shift 3, and now we've locked on to Farah. And all she's going to do is attack. Oh, he set up the extra information. I'm going to remove it with Shift 8. And no damage. And so she's going to keep fighting everybody. Unfortunately, the short bow is still very powerful against these guys. Oh, there we go. Shark killed. Well, XP 22 still, that's pretty neat. And she's fighting. Now let's go and accelerate the speed of this thing to the fastest possible. And let's see Farah finish up those sharks. So Farah now has finished up those sharks. And her range has increased to her range skill has increased to 61 in 1592, so just 1 point, okay, which is not much. And her modified damage, well, of course, it's 29 because she's not using the crossbow, so her modified damage is still 73 because every 2 points of skill increase, you increase modified damage by 1. So, okay, now this is finished. Go back to fast speed, but not that fast. So that wasn't so good in the sense that her short bow dispatched the sharks pretty easily. We could do that again. Let's try that. Let's go back to short bow here. There we go, short bow. And let's have Farah again. Accelerate it, go as fast as we can. And we have her attack. Okay, so we've locked on to Farah and she's just dispatching sharks. There you go. Next step is this other sharks, and we do the same thing again. Sorry, Shift 3, Farah, and she's going to keep attacking and dispatching enemies. So now we've got Farah at, if she crossbow, she is now just 74 modified damage, and her range is at 62, almost 63. So we almost gained 3 points in range just by fighting a few sharks. So you see how if you properly fight sharks and farm sharks, you get your range skill very, very high up. The trick in this case is to be using a very weak weapon. Oh, where are we exactly? Oh, another set of sharks. Okay, so Farah, come on. Use your short bow. And again, Farah is going to be fighting. So the funny thing here is that although I don't like Farah, the easiest thing to do right now is to just have Farah fighting sharks. Where are we exactly? Come on, give me something. Oh, there's a wolf. Okay, so next step is to improve the skills of the other guys. And the most important one being, come on, let me get, ooh, that wasn't so good. Nox Atros. Cast spell. Okay, what are the spells now? Oh, we forgot to see what the spells are. So, okay, Blaze of Greater Heal 2. Fireball, Lesser Heal. Ooh, there's no Divine Heal. There's a Quick Exit. There's some thread that we can't use. Okay, so first of all, Greater Heal is number 2. Okay, so cast spell 2 who Atros on himself. Cast spell 2 who Atros on. So So basically, I made a mistake, but I'm fixing it. And Archaist is just healing everyone. All right, so we're done with that, and let's save the game. So now we're attacking. We've got a wolf and something else, and a dog, and a wild dog. Okay, so what we're going to do is have our guys who need um, dodging improve their dodging. So the most important one of all is our magician. So we're going to bring this guy back, bring this guy up. This girl does nothing. Blade, for now, nothing. And now you've got the other guys coming up. Okay, and we've got our magician. Let's see here if that will work. The wolf is a bit dangerous. Let's kill that wolf first. Okay, we killed the wolf, and now we're just gonna bring the magician into play. Okay, wait a minute, this guy leave. Here's the magician now. And now all we're gonna do is have the lock onto the magician and do nothing, and let the magician soak in the attacks of the rabbit dog. And what is that going to do? That's going to improve his parry. And since he's level 5 and the rabbit dog is level 1, nothing ever happens. So you just wait. For example, let me show you. So we're at full speed here. Let's see how fast that goes. That's pretty insane. So now his dodge parry is 49. It's 49. And it was, I don't remember, 40 or something before. So that's a way to dramatically increase your dodge and parry skill, which is, in my opinion, the absolute most important skill in the game. If you have a party that has very few magicians, and in this case, you have a single magician, that guy cannot die. Archaist cannot die. And unfortunately, right now, he's very capable of dying. Let's make him unkillable, or at least as unkillable as possible by normal mobs. And the important thing here is that we specifically want him to be unkillable by Drakes, and you shall see why. Where are we now? Come on, Archaist, you have a dodge parry skill of 74. Good job, man. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. So at least I want 80, if not a little bit higher, but at some point it's going to be really slow to improve. Let's see what happens. Okay, we are now at 78 3/4. Let's give it another 20 seconds or so. And then we're going to have an Archaist who moved his dodge skill from the low 40s or less than that, maybe I forgot what it was, to something exceedingly decent, close to the 100 level. So dodge parry is 83. It's probably not going to improve that much faster anymore because the rabbit dog is very weak. And so at some point, the dog is going to miss every time. And by missing, it doesn't increase Archaist's parry skill. 86, while we're at it, let's just go to 90. So this is now Archaist. So what we've done is we've increased a little bit Fira's range skill. We should increase it a lot more, but we'll find better ways to do that later. And we have Archaist improving his dodge skills. So that's Archaist is at 89. Let's do 90 just for the sake of it. 89, 2, and 4. So Archaist should be now at 89, 2, and 4 again. 3 and 4. Okay, so Archaist should be at 90. Okay, 90. So now the next thing we're going to do is now have Bridget do the same thing because Bridget, now we lock onto Bridget because Bridget absolutely needs super high dodge skill, and so does Blade. So we're going to do these things with the three guys. And what we're going to end up having is three extremely powerful and more importantly, um, almost untouchable fighters in the party. Because it's a very fighter or rogue or whatever, like melee heavy party, you really need that to get going, to keep going at later stages. It's extremely difficult to be improving and going through the mid game with a party like this if you don't do that. It's going to be very, very difficult to fight heavier enemies. Well, you'd be able to keep going for sure. There's no problem with keep going. You can always go with whatever party you've got. But in this case, what's going to end up happening is that you'll be able to fight much more difficult, supposedly difficult, or more powerful enemies. And by fighting those more powerful enemies, you're going to get a lot more gear, a lot more XP, and you're going to improve a lot faster. And the the jump from level 5 to level 7, which is the big mid-game, a grudge. It's not a grudge, but it takes a long time. That thing is going to get shortened dramatically. And let's take a look at that. So where are we at with Bridget? Dodge parry at 68. Interesting. 68, 9 of 10. Okay. She needs a bit more. She needs a bit more. Now the wild dog is not the greatest to use. I should probably use the wolf. It's still a very weak opponent against these guys, but I didn't want to have anybody die on my watch, as they say. All right, but 73, 5 and 10. Yeah, she's we're going to use a different enemy now, because once you're at these kinds of levels of dodge, you can use slightly more powerful enemies and it's going to go faster. At the beginning, it was a little bit iffy. So, okay, so let's use Blade now. Come on, okay. Bridget, go, and we replace her with Blade, and Blade is now what? Parry skill 51, that's not bad. But we need to improve that. There's a pretty big gap between the 50s and the 70s in the dodge parry skill. Now the interesting thing is Bridget is 0 to 10, same thing. Okay, these guys have need a lot more to improve their dodge parry skill because their dexterity is higher. So as you increase your dexterity, it takes a lot more to increase your dodge and parry skills. But it's definitely worth it. Now the real problem again is that here we only have a single magician and therefore a single person capable of healing. So the people you've got should not be damaged. And the only way to avoid significant ranged and melee damage is via the dodge skill for these people. Unfortunately, magical damage is a different beast altogether, and that's going to be much, much more difficult to handle. You're going to need protection rings, you can do all sorts of things. But in the end, with Atreus only as a healer, well, the other guys can do lesser heals, but it's a little bit iffy. I wouldn't have played with a party like this, but it doesn't matter. Any party works in this game. In fact, even a solo. Not if you want to play the whole game, solo doesn't work. But you can win solo, but not if you play the whole game. And but a two-person party works, no problem. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We're at 73. Just have no time to waste more. All right, we're bored now. Okay, so what have we got here? These guys are even worse. But we've got three of them. So let's see what we can do. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Do nothing. You go. And let's see what happens. Let's use Archaist in this case, which just goes faster. And so now we got Archaist at 80. Bridget is at 76. Let's see if it does anything with these guys. These are the weakest enemies in the game, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. Gosh, Barry 77. No, it's not bad. But still not ideal. Alright, let's go get them. We're done. Where are we exactly? Oh yeah, I see. Western coast of the Southern Island. Okay. Okay, so here's pretty good. We're going to use Fira here. I mean, these guys are great because, again, you can use them to dramatically improve your range skills. So she's going to use a short bow and she's going to attack. Unfortunately, she's good enough now that even with a short bow, she's going to kill. Okay, so, the original. The original. All right, so what have we got now here? We need healing first. So you know what? We're gonna get out and get some healing. Useless. Let's go get some healing. We have 1,300 gold, which is a good one. That's very good. And so we're gonna go get some healing. And now in here, in Surthel, if I remember correctly, the healer is here. And we're gonna heal the party. So we're done. Party's healed, everything's good. Let's also save in slot 2 just in case, because it's everything's fine. And let's see, what are we going to do next? What we need now is to go get a specific spell, which is the gate spell, the Sally Forth spell. It really is a very important gate spell that they can't use right now because I think they need to be level 6. I think. But, however, okay. Well, why not? Keep adding, keeping helping Fira increase his skills. So what we're going to do is try to get. Okay, you want? Okay, come on, shark. Okay, shift 3, Fira, and attack. Keep improving your range skills, Fira. There's no point in anything else. There we go. So we need to get to Northeld. We need to get to Northeld. Same thing here. This one is going to be pretty good for Fira to improve her skills. Come on. Okay. Done. Note that she's still using the short bow, so. Okay, again. I just got hit quite a bit by that pirate ship. No luck. Okay. So we're going to exit here and get, what do we have here? We have, I think he's got everything in this, in it from the magician's ear, so it's not really necessary. Should we, I wonder if there's an inn here. I think there might be one. That's drink. Food we don't need. Has to be an inn somewhere. There we go. I think that's what the inn is. Yes. Thank you. Rest for the night. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're rested. All is good. That pirate ship did the number on us. We saved everything, and now we go. What we're going to do is try to get to Northfeld. Let's do it walking. Now the enemies here are much more powerful, quite a bit tougher, but with the new dodge abilities, we can now do many things. And here we go. We're now in Northfeld. And very, very important. Northfeld has a bunch of useful things, including, of course, the healer and the magic shop, which is right here. And the guy isn't here yet. I mean, the late sleeper. Magicians are late sleepers in this game. Okay, so what are we going to get? First, we're going to get the divine heal. Yes, thank you. Very useful. Second, we're going to get a fire staff, just in case. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's definitely get Resurrect and Sally Forth. I don't know if I have Resurrect already. Let's see. Maybe, what happened? Oh, did I just crash again? Actually, did I crash again? Might have. That's interesting. Maybe, well, maybe I can reproduce this at some point. That would be useful. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So fast. It's okay. So I crashed again. Interesting. Let's see. Whoops. I'm playing so fast. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so we wait 2 hours to talk to the guy. Okay, so now we're going to buy Divine Heal. We're going to buy Sally Forth for sure. And let's see if we have Resurrect or not. We don't have Resurrect. That's definitely a useful one. We're going to buy Resurrect. Do we still have money for the Fire Staff? Yeah, we do. It's okay. One. Okay. So, first of all, Atris should be using the Fire Staff. Second, these Resurrect Intelligence. Okay. So, so that's ready to which spell slot? It's going to be Divine Heal on spell slot 2. What are the spell slots right now? We got Fireball +2, useless, Battle Smite. I mean, to me, these are totally useless. The attack spells are totally useless in a party like this because you have a single magician, and the single magician's job is to keep everybody alive. That's the key. And so she should never be throwing fireballs around or Battle Smite or whatnots. Now that our fighters are nimble enough that they're not going to die in 2 seconds. So Greater Illuminate is also pretty useless. So what we're going to do is Lesser Heal is 1, Engage Enemy is 9. 9 is very, very important in this case. And so Greater Heal is 2, and Divine Heal is going to be 3. Doesn't matter. We don't need Blade Smite. Okay, let's hope I don't make many mistakes with these because my numbering system is generally very different. Okay, so we're done with this, and now it's time to really get going. Ha! That's where the excitement happens. Where are we going? We are going down. We are going down to the depths of Archaist. Let's eliminate. Oh, did we? How much? How much? Torches, lockpicks. 38 torches. Fine. 93 lockpicks. We're good. So where are we going? Tactical, 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 tactical. Let's go tactical. Let's have some fun, and let's have Bridget try to kill everybody. Nope. Let's have Fira try to kill everybody with her short bow. Ha! Very cool. So all we're doing here, shift 3, is increase Fira's uh, range attack, and we are now at 69. And her range attack used to be 60. So we already gained 9 skill points for free. Oh yeah. So the funny part is, you don't like Fira, but she's doing the job. So now we're level 2. Ha. Uh, let's see what happens. Let's save before fighting. Ooh. Now these guys, you gotta kill those magicians at the beginning. So first of all, Farah can't be using her crappy weapon anymore. Okay, so Practice goes up, Bridget goes up, Farah is going to attack, boom, the Dark Cleric, great, very good, and Atreus is going to attack the Cleric, and Cat does nothing. And the Cleric tried to attack Cat, so that technique really works, and she got no damage. So now we've got Practice going left, Bridget left, Fira again is going to go and hit. Oh, she can't hit the magician. She's too far. Okay, so I'll go up on the thing and blade like this. Atreus is going to kill the magician. Very good. And Cat does nothing. This guy here, this guy here, Fira here, this guy here, here, up, nothing, nothing. Okay. All right. Uh, fights are happening. Okay. Nothing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up we go. Nothing. And we go. So 260 XP, pretty good. Nobody got hurt. Let's see here. Another tactical fight or a quick fight. Now, technically, she could all die in a quick fight. Except maybe for Bridget now, because they are not in front. So if I put Blade in front of Fira, I might be able to quick fight this one. And if I put Cat in front of, in fact, if I put Cat in front, nah, let's just go tactical again. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get some sound going. Okay, so again, Cat is doing a very good job of soaking in the damage of those enemies. Now Fira is hitting. This guy hits. Pretty weak hit, actually. Fungus missed. And again, the Fro Fungus tried to attack Cat, so that's pretty funny. Oh, Fro Fungus is gone. Okay, so now we're just basically fighting. Bridget here. Okay, now it's just clean up. Clean up. The beauty of this, as you can see, is that they're getting XP and they're not hurting at all. Okay, so what we're going to do here is to get to the Drake area, and that's the key. That being the case, where's the Drake area? Let's see. I think it's here, so yeah. These guys are useless. All right. So now we go down and again down to reach the one area that we want to reach that will dramatically improve our mid game. There we are. Vacus level 5. This is where it's all at. Okay? Right now, we've got the key here is that we need Atros to reach level 6. So he's at 3969. He needs a ton of XP to reach level 6. Now, what have we got here? We've got a massive amount of drakes. So let's see what our guys managed to do, if anything, with their capabilities. Should we engage enemy? Yes, let's engage enemy. Fireball, forget it. Greater heal, engage enemy is 9. Cast 9. Alright, there we go. Cat, of course, is amazing. Cat is amazing. Damn. Okay. And Pharaoh now does this. Blade. Okay, Fractus just got hit a bit. Okay. Fractus. Come on. Oh, Blade is doing some really nice damage right now. Fractus should be healing himself. And Cat is truly soaking in a ton of damage. That's an amazing strategy. I never thought it would work, but it really does. Now you're fighting here, I think a level 5 enemy, and Blade finally just got hit. Finally. Incredible. Cat is soaking in all the damage. Now watch this. You're gaining 440 XP. So you divide by 6. That's about 90 XP. That's not very strong, but that's not the key to what we want to do here. What we want to do here is to go into the back door. And fight some more drakes. Okay. Cast 9. Okay. Ooh, Bridget. Got a nasty hit. So let's help Bridget a bit. And now Blade finished them off. This guy should cast healing on Bridget and Cat as usual. So the thing here is that let's see, Bridget is really getting hammered here. And why? Let's see what her parry skill is. Bridget is 80 and Blade is 76. Interesting, just luck, I guess. And okay. Nope. Okay. It's funny, I'm almost never play melee heavy teams, so it's quite interesting. It changes strategy and makes me have to play a very different way. So Bridget is having all sorts of troubles with this with these guys because I think her weapons are very, very weak. On the other hand, Blade is killing it. So okay, cleanup time. Okay, well, come on. There we go. Mage Cloak. Take it. So let's see. Does Atreus have a Mage Cloak +5? Nope. So now we've got Mage Cloak +5. That's pretty good. Again, as you can see, we haven't really used up any of our health or MP, or very little, so we can keep going. And the key here is who will pick lock? Who was it? Bridget? Yeah, Bridget. Yes. Bridget. Ouch. Okay. Cast spell 3 pictures. Come on. There we go. Oh man, oh cool. That's neat. That's not a lot. Oops, I missed. Okay. Well, it's cat is soaking in everything. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so we save here, and we got another fight on our hands before getting another couple of fights on our hands. Okay. Let's see if we can try tactical. Quick. What happens? Oh, Atris is using his magic. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad, very bad idea. Okay. Well, no good. As you can see in this situation, you probably want to just play a tactical all the time because the enemies are so close to the level that you're at. Okay, so here we go. To Doom. Come on, fight. Fight. I want to be the fastest speed. There we go. Come on, come on. Attack. Okay. So, indeed, it's not that much fun to be fighting these things all the time. But you'll see why. No, I don't want to flee. No, I don't want to flee. Bad idea. I would never flee a battle. I do not flee battles. I reboot. I do not ever flee battles. Okay. All right. What should we do here now? Okay. There are 4 of them. They have 4 drakes in here. That's not ideal. By the way, let's see what items we've got. We've got the banner, we've got the leash, we've got folks. Oh no, we don't have any of the orbs. I didn't check that. We need to get the orbs. Well, it's not that far away from here, but we still need to get the orbs. Still though, let's fight these guys. Tactical, yes indeed, tactical. Attack. Everybody's trying to hit Cap. I'm surprised. Okay. Okay. Come on. Still everybody's trying to hit Cap. That's pretty damn cool. Alright. Alright. Okay. We can try to fight these guys. Well, Atris is out of magic already. Divine Heal is expensive. Okay. All right. And where are we at right now? Next step is another set of enemies. Okay. And cat. And cat. Okay. That's really interesting. Let's see now here what happens if we do nothing. Finally, somebody's advancing into the jaws of death. Well, they survived. They survived. Okay. They don't last long with Blade. Oh. Nice. Okay. Okay. There we go. Those are generally very, very tough fights. So let's see. Shall we open this? Let's open this and let's hope for some. Yes, she opened it in one shot, so you got a +1 crossbow. We're taking it. Protection rate +5. Yes, baby, I like that. An ice staff. Again, that's like great sword. Mage stroke +5, +1 crossbow, and a fire staff. All right. Well, that's very, very nice. That's very nice. We're going to be able to upgrade our people a bit later in the game. So again, we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. The fights are pretty boring, but hey, what can I say? Okay. Okay. So, well, let's have fun and do something a bit different this time. We're not going to finish the fight the regular way. We're not going to finish the fight the regular way. We got to find better ways to do things. Ooh, come on, Bridget. That wasn't cool. Blade. Castel. Okay. No damage. That Drake is giving me trouble. That definitely giving me trouble. Okay. Finally, one Drake down. Definitely a problem, that Drake. Well, Blade can't really do anything on his own. He really is much better off fighting in tandem. And same thing with Bridget. They are able to do many more critical hits and much more um, damaging critical hits if they're backstabbing enemies. So we're gonna prepare for backstabbing again here. Well, that Drake is kind of stupid. Still trying to hit Cat when Bridget was right next to him. Okay, so we're finished here, but now I want to do two things. I want to change the order between Fira and Blade, first of all. Second, I want to see if uh, Bridget can wear something better. Okay, so protection ring, Bridget. There you go. That is really gonna help. Okay, so let's save and let's try to open in the Bridget trap. Come on. Yes, again. There we go. Ice staff. Good. Mage necklace +6. There we go. Fire staff, scale boots, thief cloak, long sword. Good to go. Tactical combat. Again. So the idea here to go a lot faster ultimately is to fight. Okay. The idea here is to be able to quick fight these guys without any danger of losing. But it's not going to happen anytime soon, except that right now we are really destroying these drakes in tactical combat without a problem. As long as we're properly positioned. So let's see here. Let's just wait for them. So the last fight, I said I was going to do something about at the end, but I totally forgot. And I did it. This fight, I am going to do it. Hopefully, I won't forget. I'm pretty sloppy in my fighting right now because they're not really dangerous. But okay, now what I'm going to do is to try to again increase Fira's range skills in a big way by getting Fira to fight with her short bow. And let's see what we're gonna do here. Maybe also get these guys to keep increasing their dodge skills. So let's put Fira, give her a short bow. There we go. Use Fira only, and then keep fighting. Oh, she's critical hitting every single time. That's incredible. Jeez. Even with short bow, she's really hurting them. Wow. Okay, so let's accelerate more now. Ooh, oh, that was impressive. Okay. Um, what did we have in the end now? So we've got Fractus, whose melee skill is increasing. It's fine. We've got Bridget, whose melee skills are definitely increasing. Critical hit skills are increasing. Dodge parries at 81. Blade dodge parries 78. And melee skills at 58. Fira, her range is now at 72. Um, remember, it used to be at 60. That's increasing a hell of a lot, and her critical hit skills are increasing. And so when you look at her modifier damage, if you go back to the +1 crossbow she used to have, her damage used to be 73. Her range damage used to be 73. Her range damage is now 79. That's that's a 6-point increase, sorry. And a 6-point increase, just to take a look at this. Let's say you've got a +1 crossbow, and now let's say you use a crossbow instead. The modified damage is now 65. So there is a 14-point difference in a level weapon. So she gained half a level of weapon power in in about half hour or so, maybe a bit longer. I don't even know how long I've been recording this thing. Oh wow, it's been an hour. Okay, so in an hour, that's basically what happened. And also, we've gotten these chests open. Now, uh, now the problem is we're at level 5. Now, if we're at level 6 and Atris we're able to use Sally Forth, then what we do is that we put an orb here and we keep teleporting to here, and we fight and we fight and we fight and we fight. And what you do is you get a ton of armor, a ton of stuff for a cost of 0, and your people increase their skills dramatically. They keep increasing them, and as you can see, the Drakes now are super weak. Now, if we hadn't done what we did at the beginning of the game, the Drakes would be a lot harder to beat, a hell of a lot harder to beat. And now let's see what we can do with these guys. So this one has what, a +1 claymore, a weight of 20, with a max damage of 91, and a weight of 13. Sorry. What else do we have here? Strength too low. Okay, fine. Bridget, what is she using? She's using +1 bronze daggers, and dexterity is too low to wield, so we can't do anything yet here with her. Blade is using +1 bronze daggers as well, and nothing can be done here. Fira is using her +1 crossbow, and Atros is super happy, and Cat, she really truly needs nothing. Now, except that, now let's go and see what they're using. This one is protection in +3, we need to improve it. This one is done. This guy has protection in +2, needs to improve. Fira is +3, +2, and +5. Okay, so how many protection rings do we have? Or nothing. No, we have protection in +3. And that's it. So what we need is to get a bunch of protection rings +5. And those protection ring +5s are in these chests. And we can go back and do the same thing over and over again until we reach level 6. So how far are we from level 6? We're pretty far still, but we gained about 900 XP here. So that's not bad. But Atris is really far from reaching his goal of 7,000 XP. Now, uh, one other trick we can do at some point is to say, hey, um, why don't we reduce the number of people in the party so they gain more XP. And the key is getting Atris to level 6 out of this whole thing. And that's probably a subject on another video. But how do we go from here now? Where do we go from here? It's pretty easy. The first thing you're going to do is to cast something called Quick Exit. Quick Exit is a misnomer. It makes you exit from the caves or whatever town you're in, which isn't the overland map. But in fact, if you want to understand how that thing works, you have to think about it in in an inverted way. Think about it as re-entering the overland map at the last point where you exited the overland map. Let me explain. Here, remember, we entered Northeld, and since entering Northeld, we never went back on the overland map. So now what we're going to do is when you're going to cast Quick Exit, hopefully he can cast it. Well, he can't cast it. That's not so good. So we gotta get hurt a bit. We're gonna get hurt a bit, but we can't hold up and can't here. Here we can. So now we're gonna cast Quick Exit. Oh, but you know what? While we're at it, let's go get something here, which is quite important. Jesus, no, let's not get it. So let's cast a Quick Exit by Atris. And what happens now, as you can see, is we're out exactly at the point where we entered, which is the beautiful castle Northern. You know, what else did we do here? Let's go and heal. And that was a bonus that you forget about, is that we're waiting for the guy to show up. There we go. We healed the party with 30 gold, but what we really have is a ton of items to sell. And if we do this repeatedly, gold becomes a non-issue, and it won't be a problem anymore. And what you can then do is increase the skills of your guys. Just pay to increase skills if you want to, and if you want to reduce the amount of grinding that you want to do. But now this team, we started this session with a team that was interesting, definitely abnormal, but a little bit weak in the sense that you have one magician that would have to really help and heal those frontline fighters a lot. But now what you have is a team that has frontline fighters that are very, very hard to hit, and therefore the magician can keep attacking with range damage. And so you now have two ranged damage dealers, and you have three frontliners, and you've got one person, Cat, who's this very nice person who's just taking one for the team. And that strategy is impressive. It works quite well. So that's done for our tip session, which is a much longer tip session than it used to be. But I hope you liked it, and it's a little bit different. It's something where I didn't know what would happen. And so we're where we are right now. Thank you for listening.